Okay, I'm somewhere, whether it's not important where I'm at. I want to talk to somebody here. And what's your name?
Jack MacDougall, leader of the Green Party. Chef de parti vert de Nouveau-Brunswick.
Oh, on peut parler français?
Un petit.
Un petit?
Je pratique toujours et je vais être bilingue un jour.
See, that's one thing I want to talk about. It's a damn shame we can't have that frog removed from Roger Duguay's throat. And you can't speak French.
C'est très difficile pour moi.
Wait, and then you have the Alliance, a minister that preaches. How come you guys can't let your ego down and get together?
Well, I think the significant difference between the NDP and the Green Party is that we are anti-nuclear. We're 100% anti-nuclear. There's no conditions under which we would support building another nuclear reactor, for example, no matter how many jobs it created, no matter what any reason, because we know that what's left behind is a minimum of 100,000 years of the most toxic waste known to all life on Earth. So, in good conscience, we can't support it. And the NDP, they're confused. Sometimes they're anti-nuclear, but when it comes to, say, union jobs or something like that, they, you know, it wins out. But to us, that's a very, well, a significant benefit to those people who are working. In the long-term scheme of things, it's not a big enough benefit for the price we have to pay and the burden we place on our future generations.
Isn't there just a wrong time to have three parties beside the PCs and the Liberals?
Well, for us, we don't really think all the time about winning an election or whatever. We're using the democratic forum to try and create debate, and of course, if the people call on us and ask us to serve, of course we will serve, and I think we'd be prepared to serve with the caliber of candidates we're recruiting. But you take the Liberals and the Conservatives, and I know what their backroom strategy is. They'll always say jobs, health care, education over and over and over and over again, and they don't say anything with any substance. They don't say, you know, say I'll create 20,000 jobs or 25,000 jobs, and you know, over the course of 4 years, there's probably going to be 25,000 natural new jobs. We might lose 30, but you know, we can argue. So it's a kind of a false promise, one that can't be measured and one that can't be substantiated, and you know, so it becomes kind of you know, confusion and things like that. Now we're talking about some very concrete issues, like, for example, removing the property tax on apartment buildings. People in in apartment buildings pay twice as much property tax as a private family home, and we believe that is a complete social injustice, and if we are elected, we will eliminate that double property taxation, and we will guarantee that anyone who's living in a rented building, I can make this promise because I know we can keep it, that we will lower their rent, because we will force that benefit down to the renters.
But if three political parties were together, maybe you'll have a chance to follow up on that.
Well, together
promise.
Together with who and for what? Their whole world, and I know it well, is just about winning. It's like, what do we need to do to win? We'll buy so many ads, put signs here, we'll buy advertising, and they don't say anything. They just say vote, you know, somebody.
Sit down with Mr. Irving and
you know, whatever, and hopefully, but there's no vision. I mean, there's nobody out there saying, look, this is where we want to go in the future. This is a new direction that we want to go, and I do think the Green Party's actually doing it. Like, for example, I don't know what the Liberal vision is for New Brunswick, and if those who do know believe in it, then that's fine. The Conservative vision seems to be, they're bad, vote for me. And maybe if they have a Conservative vision, one that you know, is not based on how bad the other guy is, but more on this is what we stand for, Mr. Allward's going to have to start doing that. But we have been doing that from the beginning. We've been talking about tax reform, forestry reform, ending clear cutting, community developed forests, media reform,
media reform.
Absolutely, front and center.
What do you plan to do there?
Well, there's a number of strategies, but the end result is that we will have an independent media. Now here's what I did do an editorial board with the Telegraph-Journal, and they printed every word, so I have to be, and they gave me a column to print, and I have written about this. Now the thing about media...
Hold that thought for 1 second.
Yeah.
Part 1.